I'm surprised. None of these guys even asked one question about Eli Manning. So I'm going to ask the question for you. After the retirement of Eli Manning this past year, and the great things that he's done for the Giants organization, I don't want to hear it from any Giant fan saying that this guy wasn't the greatest quarterback the Giants ever had, because he absolutely was.
Definitely was.
Absolutely was. What are your thoughts to this guy's career? I mean, all the pressure that he had when he came in 2004, him and his father pushed their way to the New York Giants. He was drafted by the Chargers. He was flip-flopped with Phillip Rivers. Both of them had Hall of Fame careers, but Phillip Rivers never won a Super Bowl. And this guy won 2 Super Bowls against arguably one of the greatest NFL teams in history, the 2007 New England Patriots. What is your thoughts to Eli Manning's career, and what did he give to you after your retirement? What was the last thing you remember that he gave to you as a player, as a friend, as a captain?
Well, Super Bowl. I mean, let's be frank. Let's call it what it is now. For anybody to say Eli Manning did not own up to his draft status would be I'm not calling names. It probably would be the stupidest person on this side of the soil, right? And Eli Manning was all of the reason, for the wins. I mean, yeah, we had a great team. Like, don't get me wrong. So I don't want to take credit from the other guys that put the sweat and tears, the blood, sweat, tears out on the football field. I don't want to do that, right? But Eli Manning, as the leader of our offense, was everything he needed to be from the New York Giants. And if anybody tell you that they wasted a draft pick with Eli, then they need to find another profession to do something else, because that's not the case. Eli Manning is no doubt in my mind, a Hall of Famer. I mean, I'm talking about Hall of Fame, no doubt. There's no doubt about it. There's no confusing it. The guy is definitely a Hall of Famer. He's done everything he was supposed to do. 2-time Super Bowl MVP. He's everything, man. He's probably one of my greatest teammates with with his mentality and the way he was. He just was an even kill character. He didn't, and I'm glad I ended up playing with him versus Phillip, because man, I've heard some things, man, that wasn't quite fun, from some other guys that played over in San Diego. I mean, I'm glad Eli was the one I ended up playing with. I really mean that, and I would not trade my 8 years with the Giants for nothing in the world. Would not trade my 8 years there playing with Eli. I would not pick another quarterback, even after all of these years passed by. And you tell me, Brandon, if you can pick a quarterback from the last 15 years in the NFL, which one would it be? I'm gonna tell you. 10 times out of 10, number 10 for the New York Giants. I will not tell you anybody else. I'm going to tell you number 10, and I was a joy playing with that guy. I love him to death. No question about it.
Greatest team you ever played for?
2008.
Really?
That was our best team. I mean, we getting ready to hit the last couple weeks of the season. We're 11-1, and we had the little problem, the little issue with
Plaxico.
That happened with Plaxico. If that doesn't happen, we go for we keep that one loss and we go all the way again, win the Super Bowl.
Really?
I'm talking about easy. Yeah, I'm talking about easy too. It would have been easy. It would have been easy the second time around.
Wow, that's the first time
easy. I'm talking about wouldn't have been close. Like a 28. We're talking about like a 28-7 kind of game.
Oh my God!
Easy.
Wow.
We would have destroyed Pittsburgh. That we would have destroyed them, because we went to Heinz. We went to them and beat them during the season. We went to Arizona and beat them during the season. I'm talking, now it was a dogfight with the Steelers, but everything else was easy. We ended up losing the Cleveland Browns that year, week 3. Week 3 or week 4, they killed us like 35-14 and stuff like that. They beat the hell out of us, right? But if that doesn't happen with Plexico, if that doesn't happen with Plex, cancel Christmas. because we go back to back. We go back to back, win it, second time in a row, and nothing no one was able to do about it. Nothing. It would have been easy.
I met you, and I'll tell you when I met you. I met you in 2009, and I was in Jersey, and it was a Giant game. I forget what Giant game. I was invited. It was a free game. That's why I was at the Giant game, ladies and gentlemen. So I am not a Giant fan. I went because I love football, and one of my friends had we were on the field practically. We were like 5 rows off the field. It was great seats. It was a great game. I think it was against Philadelphia. And after the game, you were walking, you were signing autographs, and I asked you, I said, hey, Brandon, I think it was 2000, I think it was 2009, if I'm not mistaken, or 2008 or 2000, it was probably 2008. I said, yo, Brandon, I said, I screamed out, and I don't know if you remember, because I'm sure a lot of people have screamed out crazy things to you. And I said, yo, Brandon, are you ever gonna have the running back record for the Giants? And you looked at me and you said, I think you said, I've only been on the team for 3 years. So
I don't know, but I got it. I don't have the yardage record, but I got that touchdown record.
Yes, you do.
And the last time I checked, yards don't equal points. Points is everything.
You're right.
Points is everything. Now, I do see if they keep a run heavy team and a good offensive line, I see Saquon scoring 80, 75, 80 touchdowns.
Really?
Yeah, I see it, man. The guy's an exceptional talent. I mean, there's really nothing bad you can say about him, man. I see him, and I hope he break that record because that means we have something to cheer about once again as Giant fans.
Well, you're going to have something to cheer about. Even as a Jet fan, I think the Giants have a lot of good years left. I don't know about Joe Judge. I don't know what to expect by him, but you are building. I think the Giants do have a good quarterback in Daniel Jones, who kind of reminds me of Eli Manning. He really does. His style, who he is in the pocket. He's a better runner outside the pocket, but all in all, he reminds me of Eli Manning. He doesn't have the arm strength of Eli Manning, but his persona is very much Eli Manning-esque. But you have go ahead.
He's definitely an even kill kind of guy. I had a chance to talk to Daniel a couple of times. He definitely reminds me of a more athletic Eli. And I love Eli to death, and he knows that. But Daniel's more athletic than what he was. Daniel can pull that thing down and get some yardage. A nice chunk of yardage for us. I think with him and his athletic ability that he brings, along with being a pocket passer, I think that's going to be great for us if we can just get the right tools around him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's going to stop fumbling the ball. That's been his problem his first year as a quarterback. If he figures that out, I think the ability that kid has, throwing on the run, the way he makes plays with his legs, I was very impressed with really out of the whole season that I watched him play, and I predicted he was going to be a good quarterback. I thought he was the best quarterback in that draft, and I still think he's going to be the best quarterback in that draft class. The one thing that worries me about him is he gets lackadaisical when he moves out of the pocket and he starts to wobble the ball around in his hands. And you know all about that. You're a running back. All the players, these guys are big and strong. All they got to do is stick their hands under you or over you and try to rip that ball out of your hands. And you saw what Jamal Adams did when the Jets play him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you got a guy coming at you and you're trying to make reads down the field, and you're not really paying attention to it, or like all you're focused on is getting rid of the football. And sometimes you could catch them slipping, and it'd be, you catch them vulnerable and kind of, got the ball hanging out there a little bit. They just want to get rid of the ball. Every quarterback just want to throw it and get rid of it and make something happen. That's a hard thing to do. Like, you drop back in the pocket and you got a guy coming, to your backside, and you don't see him and you get hit. I mean, I don't care who you are. Not, 7 times out of 10, you're going to put that ball on the ground. I don't care who you are.
Well,
I've seen Eli do it. I've seen Tom Brady do it.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of quarterbacks do the same thing, which is why that left tackle is the guy who get paid the money, because he got the backside.
Mm-hmm.
he has the backside, and that's a part of the reason. Just because a quarterback don't see you coming, you can't protect something if you don't know you have to protect it.
Well, as a fan, you don't have to deal with the butt fumble attitude with the New York Jets. So, I mean, you don't have to deal with that. I mean, I dealt with it. I mean, all the time, all you hear about is, who did the Jets have? Mark Sanchez, the butt fumble. That's all they remember. I mean, seriously. So, even the 2 times, the back-to-back years in the AFC title game, the only thing Jet fans remember is the butt fumble. That's it.
Yeah, man, that was and Mark, that's my guy, man. We had the same agent. I've been to plenty of golf tournaments, golf outings with Mark, and it was a difficult day that day. Should I say. It was a difficult day, and for the New York Jets organization, it was definitely a difficult day. It was bad.
It's always a difficult day for the New York Jets organization. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? That was almost worse than my boy Dan Orlovsky dropping back with Detroit and running out of the back of the end zone. That was almost worse.
I remember that. That's pretty funny, actually. I let you remember that.
And again, Dan is my boy. We both trained together. We the same agent as well. We train and get ready for the draft and the combine together down in California. So, I know him very well, and that wasn't great. That wasn't a good one.
Well, Brandon, before we let you go, what is it going to take for you to become a Jet fan?
What is it going to take for me to become a Jet fan?
Jet fan. What do I have to do to kind of take you to the green side? What is it going to take?
Well, let me tell you. I have a 13-year-old kid now, right? And he's playing the offensive line. He's really good. Mm-hmm. He's really, really, really good. His name is Braden Jacobs. The kid is going to be one of the greatest offensive linemen, and he's going to be good. He owns it. A lot of kids don't own playing the offensive line. He owns it. He's big. He's tough. He can run. He has great feet. He's great. And I'm not just talking him up because he's my kid. But I got about 3 or 4 more kids that I deal with, just like that. The Jets. See, I can't even say it. The damn Jets draft my son. I might consider wearing the jersey.
Well,
I don't know what. I'm not even wearing the jersey. I might consider wearing something green.
Well, let's just pray as Jet fans we draft Braden Jacobs. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me, and I might just wear a green wristband or something.
Green wristband? How about this? I'll buy you the jersey with your son's name on the back of it.
Oh, man, I don't think I want it. Yeah, I just wanted to take him so I could put something green on.
Oh my God. Oh, my God. Well, I'd love to get Braden on the show. So whenever Braden has the opportunity to talk, I would love to talk football on our show.
Man, Braden is he's a special kid, man. Special kid. He's down playing Fortnite right now, but he's special.
Well, Brandon, thank you for joining us for almost a half an hour. I really appreciate it. You are awesome.
Hey, no problem, man. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties.
Oh, stop.
I'm not sure it came from my side or your side.
How about this? We'll blame it on the Jet fan, okay? Does that make you happy?
Yeah, man.
It's a Jet fan.
I'll take that.
It's all Mark Sanchez's fault.
It's all the butt fumble fault, okay? It's all his fault.
You guys have a good one.
You too. Brandon, whenever the season starts for the New York Giants, I would love to get you back on and talk a little Giant football.
Sounds like a plan. Just let me know when. I'll be available.
Awesome.